end-of-year musical by the choir club and some members of our 456 group. Thank you for being flexible on this performance time. It's been kind of a hectic last couple of weeks due to sickness and then weather and cancellations, but hey, this worked out pretty well. They were already supposed to sing this morning, so now all of you get to see it, so that's great. I want to say thank you to Mr. Todd for all of his hard work that he's done this semester for us. We'd be nothing without him, right? And of course, a thank you to Ms. Kelsey for working with me and for working together on this project. Thank you to our sound team back there who's going to make us sound really, really awesome. Thank you to all of the parents and friends and family members who have dropped off the children, picked up the children, and all that stuff, and all of our volunteers, our bouncers. Thank you for all your hard work during this semester. And thank you, most of all, I have to say, thank you to all of you kiddos, children, for all of your hard work. That song that they sang during the first service, they had only practiced one time, and they did really, really well. I've had a lot of fun with you each week. I hope you've had fun too, and I hope that we get to make some more music again soon, okay? So, without further ado, let's get started. This is Table for 5,000, the miracle of the loaves and the fish.
A long time ago, in the country where Jesus was teaching and healing, there was a child named Benjamin. He was the youngest in his family, and when he was with his brothers and sisters and their friends, he felt even younger.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
He's almost here. We gotta see him.
Who?
The great Rabbi Jesus. Don't you know anything?
Benjamin knew he wasn't big or important like Jesus. Still, he thought, maybe if he just watched from a distance, no one would notice. So he decided to go see Jesus by himself. But when he went to make his lunch, the only food left were some little loaves of bread and a couple of fish. It would have to do. When Benjamin got to the place where Jesus was preaching, he saw a huge crowd was gathering. Quietly, he crept to one side and sat down. The people in the group around him didn't look particularly important. A lot of them looked weak and poor and lost. In fact, they looked a lot like him. Just then, Jesus began to pray.
If so, come to me and I'll carry it with you.
Do
people say you're meek? Be happy, for the meek will inherit the earth. Someday the earth will belong to the meek.
As the morning passed slowly, Jesus continued to speak. Finally, at lunchtime, there was a pause as people in the crowd got out their food. Benjamin was too excited to eat.
Did you like the preaching?
Yeah, I think he's amazing.
I think so too.
I wish I were old enough to follow him.
Maybe you are.
No, I'm too little. Besides, all the other people with him are strong and smart and great. I'm a nobody.
You don't have to be strong or great or smart to follow Jesus. You know, one of his followers was a tax collector. Everyone hated him.
Really?
Yes, and I know of a woman who was weak and sick until Jesus healed her. Now she follows Jesus everywhere.
Wow, I thought they'd be heroes or something, like in the stories about Moses and David.
You know, Moses wasn't always a great prophet. Once he was just a baby.
And did you know who watched over him? His sister, Mary. And how about David?
Do you think he was always a great king?
You see, even great people of God started out as nobodies, just like you.
And that's the kind of people that follow Jesus.
So all those people around him are like me? Which one's the tax collector?
He's right there.
You?
Yeah, name's Zacchaeus, number one nobody.
And I'm Mary from the town of Magdalene. I'm the nobody that Jesus healed.
We all follow him.
So don't give up. I bet he has something for you to do.
Just be ready to say yes.
After lunch, Jesus continued to preach. He preached on and on, hour after hour, until finally the sun was getting low in the sky. Some of his disciples said to him, "Lord, these people are getting hungry. You should send them away to find food." And Jesus replied, "Why don't you feed them?" The disciples were shocked. There were over 5,000 people in the crowd. It would take a huge amount of food to feed everyone. But Jesus said to them, "Go see how much food we have." So the disciples went to the crowd to look for food.
Has anybody got any food they could share? Over here, do you have anything? And how about you folks?
Don't be a quote size.
Not even leftovers?
I'm sure we shared we could see who else did this person.
We'd be the first to heed the call, but I'm afraid we ate it all.
people are hungry.
Wait, I have something.
5 little pieces of bread and 2 fish for 5,000 people? Sorry, I don't think so, kid.
Hold on, didn't Jesus ask how much food we had?
Yes?
Well, this is what we have. Take it to him.
Okay.
So the disciples took Benjamin's food to Jesus. Benjamin waited anxiously. What would Jesus say when he saw the little pieces of bread and fish? He saw the disciples show Jesus the food, and Jesus smiled. Then he had everyone sit down. He took the bread and blessed it as everyone watched and waited. To the crowd. As people received them, they took some of the bread and passed the baskets to those around them. Eventually, everyone had food to eat. When everyone had eaten, Jesus told his disciples to gather up the food that was left over so nothing would be wasted. They collected the baskets of leftover food and counted them.
You did it, Benjamin.
Look at all those people who are fed.
And look at all the people who saw what Jesus can do.
All I did was share my lunch.
You gave what you had, and God did something great with it.
Small things done with great love can change the world.